Hey guys, if you are watching this video, it means that you guys really wanted to see this. Today's video is going to be my yearly favorites. I've never done this video before. These are just products that I loved throughout the year of 2014. Things that I discovered this year, or last year technically because it's already January 1st. Things that I discovered in 2014 that really stuck out to me and that I used constantly. Just things that I really loved in 2014. I just filmed my December favorites like 3 hours ago. And then I was like, oh, I have to go film that video. So I'm here filming this. Okay. Huge warning, this video may be very long because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. But I'm going to try to skim through them as fast as I can. I mean, it's a yearly favorites. My monthly favorites are 20 minutes long. Imagine. I'm going to start off with eyeshadow palettes. I have a ton of eyeshadow palettes. It's like my weakness. I love buying new palettes and trying them out and doing tutorials and reviews for you guys. So I tried out many eyeshadow palettes this year, and these three were my ultimate favorite. I love the Urban Decay Naked palette. I didn't discover it this year, but it is still another favorite that I used a ton in 2014. But my number one best discovery ever is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I have spoken about this palette probably too much at this point. It's my favorite palette of all time. It smells delicious. And all the colors are amazing. I love the colors in this palette. I love that there's two highlight shades that are really big and one's matte and one is shimmery, and I love that there's a bunch of different matte browns, light browns, dark browns, golds, pinks. I love everything about this palette. Definitely my best palette discovery in 2014. It was a little bit later in the year that I discovered this, but I still have used it constantly. I don't have the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. I bought it and then I returned it because I don't think it's as good as this one, and I didn't want a palette that I was never gonna reach for. So I just want to say that Too Faced as a brand, I didn't really use Too Faced before 2014, not much, but I have grown to love Too Faced out of all the higher end brands. Like, that's the first place I go for at Sephora. It's my all-time favorite high-end brand. Too Faced is wonderful. I have purchased all my Too Faced products and they're all fantastic. I love it. It's my favorite high-end brand. That's one thing I discovered in 2014, is that Too Faced is my favorite. Another palette that I discovered really early on in this year and I used so much. I haven't used it recently because it's like fall and winter and it's very summery, but it is the Urban Decay Electric palette. I didn't think I was going to use this palette as much as I did. It's wonderful. It has a big mirror and I believe you can still get it. I think I saw it at my Sephora like last month, I think. I thought it was limited edition, but I honestly don't think it is anymore. If it is, oh my god, I'm sorry I'm even mentioning this, but I love it. I have used a lot of colorful eyeshadows, but these are the best. This palette is just so good. I use it all the time for a pop of color. Like if I'm doing a look like this and I want to put like a lime green on the lower lash line, I'll just grab this palette. I grab it so much more than I thought I would because it's not very wearable, but I love it and I love the packaging. It's just a great palette. And then another favorite of mine, I don't even mention on my channel all that much, but it's one of my all-time favorite palettes, like top 5. And it is the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. This is the original palette. I discovered this pretty early on in the year as well, and it's my favorite matte palette ever. It's so good. It's nothing but matte eyeshadows except this one. This is the Transforming Pearl shadow, and it's like a little bit shimmery. Mocha is my favorite eyeshadow in this palette. I love it. You have warm shades, cool tone shades, blues and purples, and it's just really versatile. It's that palette that I grab a lot when I'm not filming and I just want a simple like matte crease kind of look. I grab this a lot. I love this palette. I will link a tutorial or two down below using this, and I will link tutorials where I use the electric palette, and I will link the tutorials where I used the IT Cosmetics. One of them is super dark. I filmed a tutorial and it's really dark, but I'll link it anyway. I do want to give a quick mention to Makeup Geek eyeshadows because I use them a ton. In 2013, I did purchase some pigments and a couple eyeshadows on my own, and I really loved them. And then this year, it was really special because I got to talk to Marlena. Like, she emailed me herself and told me that she was so proud of like my channel and that she really thanked me for supporting Makeup Geek, and it just meant so much to me that she reached out to me herself and, you know, said thank you. And she's such a great woman, like a great, wonderful person, a great businesswoman as well. So I definitely recommend Makeup Geek eyeshadows, not only because she's great, but because the quality of the products are good. After using Makeup Geek eyeshadows, I won't buy MAC eyeshadows anymore. So that's a big thing that happened in 2014, because before Makeup Geek, I was like buying MAC eyeshadows all the time. I loved MAC eyeshadows until I was introduced to this, because these are so much cheaper and they're better, actually. They're better. Okay, let's move on. Oh my god, I feel like this video is already long. Is it? Oh my god. I want to talk about two lipsticks from the drugstore that I loved, just the brand in general. These are the Wet n Wild Mega Last lipsticks. I have a whole video swatching a bunch of them. I will link it down below. Lots of linking will be happening in this video. I will link that video down below. It's really old. It's like one of my older videos, one of my first videos. But I love these Wet n Wild lipsticks. I discovered them this year or last year. I discovered them in 2014 or like at the end of 2013. I love them so much. I used them a ton in 2014. They're great. They're like $2 and the packaging sucks. This packaging is not very good, but what's important is the quality. They don't have a scent and they're matte and they're amazing and they last all day on the lips, and just for a couple dollars you can't beat that. This one is Bare It All, and this is my favorite nude from the drugstore, so I really, really like this. And I also loved the Milani lipsticks, the ones in the gold packaging like this. They're great. They're one of the best drugstore lipsticks out there, and they smell like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. They're really, really good, and I really love this one. This one is nude cream. It's the perfect everyday pink, nudish pink. It's really nice. And these are really good too. They're very creamy and they're not like matte or anything, but they're super creamy and they last a pretty good time. These two, I love them for the drugstore. I highly recommend these two lines when it comes to drugstore. Can I speak? But 2014, thanks to my friend Nicole, I discovered the best lipstick in the entire world. If somebody would have told me like 6 months ago that I was going to love a lipstick more than my MAC lipsticks, I would have been like, oh, are you off your medication? I have a bunch of MAC lipsticks. They're my favorite high-end lipsticks, but I found something that's a lot more expensive, but they are so good. They are better than MAC lipsticks, and they are the NARS Audacious lipsticks. These are not super recent discoveries. It's been a few months, but I did start loving them at the end of the year. But I really love these two the most. This is Raquel, which is my favorite lipstick of all time. Out of all my lipsticks in the history of life, this is my favorite one. And then I really like this one. This one is Jane. It's like a terracotta kind of nude. It's really pretty. It has like a warm undertone. I really love these two. The formula of the NARS Audacious lipsticks can't be beat. They're creamy, but they're like a satin finish. They last a really long time. They smell like nothing. It doesn't have a repulsing scent, and they're perfect. The formula is perfect. They killed it. They really did. I'm gonna say it. That's expensive, but that's worth it. Okay, so I'm not a lip gloss person. I have a few, actually I have like a lot of lip glosses for someone who doesn't like lip gloss all that much. But sometimes I do love that glossy finish. Like there's some looks that I just need a gloss with, you know? And I discovered my favorite lip glosses ever, and they are the Buxom lip glosses. These are the full-on lip creams from Buxom. This one is a recent purchase, like I just recently bought this, but the Buxom lip gloss in White Russian is my all-time favorite lip gloss in the history of the world. Discovered it in 2014. No lip gloss will ever compare. It's like a creamy, milky pink color, and I love it. I hate sticky lip glosses, and these are sticky, but like in a nice sticky, not like a goopy kind of sticky that it like grosses me out. It's sticky, but because it's sticky, how many times can I say sticky? Because it is sticky, it lasts forever on my lips. I put this lip gloss on and it lasts all day. And it has like a minty sensation, like a tingling sensation. I don't know if it's supposed to be lip plumping. I don't think so, but it doesn't plump my lips. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't do anything. But it gives a really nice tingling sensation to my lips. And it's like cold and it's amazing. And they smell really, really nice. Like a minty little frosting. I don't know. I really love them. Best lip glosses I've ever come across. So another Too Faced product that has become holy grail that that I discovered is the Too Faced Perfect Lips Lip Liner. This is the only one I have, but I want, there's 4. I want all 4 of them because these are the best, well, this is the best lip liner I have ever used. Super high end, low end, this is the best. Not only for the color, this is in Perfect Nude, I don't know if I said that. Not only for the color, but for the staying power. I wear this every time I'm gonna go to dinner because this lasts forever, and I'm eating like a steak, a juicy steak, and this won't slip and slide anywhere. It's like cement. Did I spit? Probably. A brand that I discovered in 2014 that's so inexpensive and that I love dearly is LA Girl. And they also do LA Colors. And I have a couple of LA Colors products that I actually really like. But these two were the standout products for me in 2014. These are the Pro Conceal HD concealers. These are amazing. These are $3 concealers or $4, and they are so comparable to the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. They're full coverage, yet they're not cakey underneath the eyes. The packaging kind of sucks because you really have to squeeze the tube to get stuff out, but these are amazing. Even if you are not on a budget, I highly recommend these, but if you are, these are gonna be your best friend. They're fantastic. They're also nice to cover blemishes. It's an all-around amazing concealer, and I love the LA Girl Glide Gel Liners. These are just like eyeliners, but they're called gel liners. They feel like gel. They're so good, they're so creamy, and they stay on the waterline for a really long time because they are so pigmented. I highly recommend these. These are just a couple of dollars, and they're nice. They're really nice. You can find LA Girls at drugstore.com. These are seriously the best eyeliners I have found this year or last year, and they're so cheap. Another great thing that I'm so happy I discovered are e.l.f. baked products. This was the year of e.l.f. for me. I did a lot of e.l.f. research, and I bought a lot of e.l.f. makeup to test out for you guys, and I love their baked products, specifically their baked highlighters. I think their baked highlighters are so underrated, and I don't know why. This is a baked blush. This is a baked blush actually in Pinktastic, but I use it as a highlight. Why am I talking weird? It's such a pretty highlight. So comparable to like high-end products in my opinion. If you haven't tried their baked highlighters, do so, especially their baked blush in Pinktastic. So I had 2 blushes blow me away this year, 2014, last year. This is the blush in Honeymoon. I have mentioned this a couple of times. This is from Makeup Geek. I love this blush. It's one of my all-time favorite blushes. And it just, I love it so much. I love this blush. Definitely my favorite Makeup Geek blush alongside of Spellbound. These 2 blushes are incredible. This one's just a little bit darker, but they're so nice if you have fair skin. I really like this one. Even though it does have like little glitters in it, it doesn't really transfer. It just makes your cheeks look nice and glowy. Makeup Geek blushes were another really big thing in 2014. They came out with them in 2014 and they are fantastic. This is a recent love of mine, but it has become my all-time favorite, and it became my favorite in 2014. This is NARS Madly Blush. This is the best blush I have ever purchased in my life. It goes with every single makeup look. It even looks pretty with no bronzer, just if you haven't even, it's so good. I mean, swatched, it's not even that cute. Like when you swatch it, you're like, oh, it's so cute. But on your face, another really, really impressive product for me. This is the Cindy Luminizer by the brand The Balm. I use the crap out of this all summer. It's my favorite glowy blush in the history of the world. This is like a highlighter for darker skin tones, but for I hate that I say for an F4. Like, this is definitely a highlighter for like deeper skin tones, but for like light medium to light skin, this is a perfect blush if you want a very glowy blush. It's beautiful. I love it. I definitely pull it out constantly in the spring and summer because it has like a peachy glow to it. Highly recommend the Balm's luminizers. I discovered them in 2014 and I love them. So I found a holy grail primer. This is the best primer I have ever used, and it's another Too Faced product. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. I love this. This is the best primer I have ever tried. This is a silicone-free primer, which is not what a lot of people go for, but I love silicone primers. I like them because they cover your pores really well. But I have really sensitive skin, and I feel like if I use too much of silicone on my skin, it clogs my pores. So I love this because it's great for sensitive skin because it is silicone free. And it's so moisturizing. It feels like I'm putting on a moisturizer on my skin, but then it immediately absorbs into the skin. So I think that maybe even oily skin would really like this. This is a, with coconut water, electrolytes, and probiotic. I just feel like it wakes up my skin. It makes foundation go on so much nicer. Okay, so 2014 was the year of foundations where I really branched out. For a long time, all I ever used was Revlon Color Stay for a long time. But I discovered two foundations that are so good. They're definitely my favorites. Top 3. Because Revlon Color Stay is in my top 3. But these other two are the best foundations I have ever used. One is more drugstore price. This is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. I spoke about this in my December favorites. So I'm not going to go on and on about it. But I love it. It's very dewy, very fresh. It's a light coverage, but you can build it up. And then this is the Makeup Forever HD Foundation. I do love this one more than this because this is my like reliable foundation. Whenever I wore this on New Year's Eve, I wore this on Christmas Eve, I wore this on my anniversary. I wear this when I know I'm gonna be taking pictures. This is that foundation that I could always depend on. It has amazing coverage. It's like medium but buildable to full coverage. It has no SPF, so you don't get a white cast in photos. It looks flawless on the skin. If my skin is super, super dry, I feel like it clings on to a couple of dry patches, but that's nothing a little bit of hangover can't fix. Okay, so 2014 was the year that I discovered false lashes. I never wore false lashes. When I started my channel, every single tutorial only had mascara. And you guys know, I do a lot of tutorials and I only wear mascara in a lot of them. Just because I don't think that every single look needs falsies. But I really fell in love with false lashes in 2014, specifically a certain brand. These are House of Lashes falsies. I love them. I love them so much. They're on the pricier side because these are about $8 a pair when Ardell lashes are about $3 or $4. And these are great. I love Ardell lashes, but I find that House of Lashes lasts longer. I could reuse them so many times. Even though I reuse my Ardell ones, I could reuse House of Lashes so many times. And you guys know if you watch my channel that I'm not a fan of velour lashes. Everybody loves velour, they do, and I'm sure, and they're great, but I bought a pair myself. They cost me $30 and I wore them 3 times and I feel like they're already, I'm ready to throw them away because they're so fragile they like fell apart. These are sturdy, really nice. A little bit difficult to apply at first. These are in Sweet Romance. These are the first pair I ever bought because they're super natural. These are really nice natural lashes in Sweet Romance, but these two have to be like my all-time favorites. This is in the style Bambi. They're like, I don't know, they're really kind of like spidery looking, but in a nice way. I really love these. And then this one, Nicole gave these to me. These are Pixie Luxe. And I love them. They're like super like wispy and like, oh my dear, they're so pretty. Love them so much. The band is a lot thicker on this one than on the other ones. But I feel like, I don't know, I just really love them. They're so pretty. I love House of Lashes and I love the, let me go get it. This is the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive in clear. I just purchased a new one. It says, smells like flowers. I don't agree, but it doesn't smell as bad as Duo. Duo smells like fish farts. It smells bad. But this one smells like actually nice. Not like flowers, but nice. I just purchased a new one. Can't wait to use this. It's a brand new bottle. I've purchased all House of Lashes myself. Love the eyelash glue too. That's a major discovery of mine this year as well. Or last year. Ugh. I'm gonna be writing 2014 on papers for like the next 6 months. This is the Jessie's Girl liquid eyeliner. Before this eyeliner, I swore by the Maybelline Master Precise liquid eyeliner, and I like this one a lot more. That one's a felt tip, this one's a brush. I still love that one, but this is the best liquid eyeliner ever because, well, when it comes to a pen form, because I think that the NYC liquid eyeliner is the best there is, and it's like $2. That's the best liquid eyeliner ever in the world. But when it comes to a pen, this is the best. And I feel like pens, like pen liquid eyeliners, are so much easier to apply than the ones with the brush. But it's just so easy to apply. It's kind of foolproof. I love it so much. It lasts a really long time and it's like $6. I get it at Jessie'sGirlCosmetics.com. I'm pretty sure that's where I bought it. Okay, so 2 more things. I completely fell in love with the new mascara last year. And it's crazy because I have been using my Clinique Lash Doubling Mascara since I was 15 years old, and that is my all-time favorite mascara. I still love that one more than this one just because it hits close to home and I've loved it for so many years. But this is the best mascara I've ever used, and I discovered it in 2014. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is the weirdest name. So weird. Okay, so weird. This is the best mascara in the world. If you like voluminous lashes, like, whoa girl, those are some voluminous lashes, this is your guy. I love it. I love it. It's a higher end brand, so it's pretty pricey, but it's more expensive than my Clinique one, but it's so worth it because it makes my eyelashes like, woo, so nice. And it's a fiber bristle wand. No, yes, which I prefer. I don't like the plastic ones all that much. Okay, last thing. ColourPop was something I discovered in 2014 that I love dearly. I discovered it more towards the end of the year, but still, I really, really love them. They have $5 eyeshadows and $5 lipsticks. So affordable. I will link the ColourPop website down below. They don't ship internationally, but word on the street is that they will start shipping internationally soon. These are my favorite eyeshadows from ColourPop. These three. They're fantastic. This one is in sequin. It's a beautiful like pinky rose goldy. Yeah, it's beautiful. This one's Game Face. It's like an orange copper. Right up my alley. I love it. And then this one is Smash. This one is like a very beautiful muted tan color with like gold undertones. It's really nice. And I really, really like these. They're amazing. And their lippy sticks are thebomb.com. I think I like their lippy sticks a little bit more than their eyeshadows. Just a little bit more. And these two are my favorite ones. This one is Lumiere. This is the one that I created with ColourPop. They reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to do a lipstick with them. I created the color, the finish, the name, and I was just so blown away that they asked me. So that was a major beauty favorite of mine in 2014, was creating this lipstick. It's something that means a lot to me and I love it so much. I will link it down below. Yeah, I love it. And besides that, Click is definitely my favorite lippy that they have. It's a matte finish and it's a reddish orange color. It's very red, but it has like the orange undertones. Oh my gosh, this looks so beautiful with a tan. It looks so beautiful on fair skin. I love Click. It's amazing. I love this color. Okay guys, so that completes this video. These are products that I've tried in 2014 that really stood out to me and that I love dearly and that I will continue to use. It was a big like makeup year for me because this is the year that my channel kind of like took off. I started my channel in 2013 and I feel like 2014 it really got, people started to subscribe a lot more in 2014, and I try to post videos as much as I can. Even when I'm sick, I feel the need to post. I post 3 times a week, sometimes more. A lot of the times more. And it's like a passion of mine just sitting here and talking to you, and I communicate with so many people, and yeah, there's a lot of hate, but there's so much love too. And just thank you for a great 2014. It was probably the best year of my life, and I'm so happy because a couple years ago I felt like stuck, and I can finally say that I'm not stuck anymore. Why am I doing this? This is so embarrassing. I don't know why I am crying, and I get the ugliest crying face ever. My face turned bright like a tomato, so I'm gonna stop crying. I have the worst crying face. But yeah, I just want to say that I'm so grateful for 2014. It was amazing, and meeting so many of you, not in person but online. I feel like I have 400,000 friends, you know? So thank you. It's amazing. You guys are definitely another favorite of 2014. I can call this my job, and I can sit here and talk to you guys and I feel loved every day by you guys, and it's nice, and I'm very appreciative. I don't want you guys to ever think that I don't appreciate you guys, because I do. So I know I have a lot of makeup, and maybe it's useless to have so much makeup, but I always want to like review things for you guys, and I want to show you guys like, hey, this is good and this is not, and I'm constantly wanting to search for things to show you guys, and that's why, you know, I feel like I have a lot of makeup, but it's for my channel and it's important to me. So thank you guys so much every day for subscribing and for saying nice things, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. It was a great year. It was a great year, and I can just hope, I hope that 2015 is as good as 2014 was. There were some rocky things. You know, Danny was on deployment for 6 months in 2014, and I had to spend my 22nd birthday all by myself without him. But, you know, every cloud has a silver lining, and every time a door closes, 2 more open, and you have to be positive in life. And so there were rocky moments, but it was worth it because, you know, you guys were around, and, you know, just stay happy and stay healthy and go to the doctor. And where is this going? Be as healthy as you can, because our health is everything, and this is turning into a whole different video. So, okay, yeah. Thank you guys to 2014. And if your 2014 sucked, 2015 is gonna be your year, okay? Just be positive. If I had my worst year was 2011, and it was shitty. It was the worst year of my life. But things got better, and, you know, positivity is everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. This video is like 60 minutes long. I love you all. Please subscribe if you haven't already. You probably won't subscribe after that little crying fit I just had, because you're probably like, whoa, calm down. Oh, whatever, I don't know. I love you so much. I've said that 15 times. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.